Welcome, Kelvin Dale here, revealing how the Irish had an impact on helping shape the United States. We go now to the story of Mary Harris from Ireland, the mother who organized labor in America. From humble beginnings, she faced staggering losses and fought those in power for justice. Stay with me to hear how her strength and spirit left a lasting legacy. Let's get into it. Mary Harris was born around 1837 in County Cork, Ireland, in a family deeply opposed to British rule. When she was still a small child, her father left for North America and began working on railway construction. He sent for his family and they came to Canada and settled in Toronto. There, Mary trained as a teacher and learned dressmaking. She eventually moved to Chicago in 1859 on her own, where she began a small business of sewing for wealthy clients. Even while in Chicago, Mary was aware of the broad differences between the poor laborers and the very wealthy, who were her clients. By 1860, Mary had moved to Memphis, Tennessee, where she married George Jones, a skilled iron molder and passionate union organizer. Life in Memphis was modest but filled with hope as the couple raised 4 children amid the busy river and industrial life. But tragedy struck hard in 1867 when a yellow fever epidemic took the lives of George and all their children within a single week. Mary stayed behind nursing others during the crisis before returning to Chicago, resuming her work as a seamstress. Hardship struck again when the Great Chicago Fire of 1871 destroyed her home and shop, wiping out her savings and thrusting her into the precarious world of the urban working poor. That fire set Mary on the path to becoming an unforgettable figure in the American labor movement. She found community in Chicago's workers' meetings and Catholic parishes and soon joined the Knights of Labor as a traveling organizer. This labor organization pushed to reduce the average workday from 12 hours down to 8. Known for her fierce spirit and maternal care, workers gave her the name Mother Jones, and it stuck. Mary typically wore black dresses with an old-fashioned bonnet and fussed over sick children and scolded timid union men like a sharp-tongued Irish mother. Stories of her caring nature and toughness spread across the pools of labor across the country. By the 1890s, Mother Jones had become the fiery voice for coal miners across Pennsylvania, West Virginia, and Colorado. She helped lead massive strikes demanding better wages, safer conditions, and the end to child labor. In 1902, during a coal strike, she rallied women to bang pots and pans outside company gates, turning everyday tools into weapons of protest. Then, in 1903, she led the famous Children's Crusade, marching injured and exhausted child workers from Pennsylvania to the home of President Theodore Roosevelt in New York. The march grabbed national attention and pushed forward child labor reforms. Mother Jones never stopped fighting. She helped found the Industrial Workers of the World, a radical union aiming to unite workers across trades, and she faced repeated arrests while leading her protests with workers. In 1902, she was jailed in Parkersburg that resulted in Mother Jones being convicted by a military tribunal in Pratt, West Virginia. She was charged with conspiracy to commit murder, inciting riots, and property destruction. The prosecuting attorney called her America's most dangerous woman. She received a 20-year prison sentence that was later overturned by the state governor, Henry D. Hatfield. He refused to confirm the verdict, reducing her sentence to time served after 85 days of house arrest, amid public outrage and a pending U.S. Senate investigation into West Virginia coal fields. She was released on May 7, 1913, without a formal pardon on her conviction. Where did this trail of discovery take us? The Irish child named Mary Harris, who later became known as Mother Jones, became an absolute firecracker for the American labor movement during the country's industrial age. Her courage, resilience, and unrelenting fight for workers' rights shaped laws and unions in the United States that protect millions of workers to this very day. Thanks so much for watching. If you are Irish, your roots are from Ireland, or would like to be among the honorary Irish, you're at the right place. Please take a moment to like, subscribe, click on the notification bell, or even leave me a comment. Until next time, keep that Irish twinkle in your eye.